All right, good afternoon, my crafty friends. How you doing today? So we are into a new month. We are into June, and I believe today is June 4th. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. And my window's a little bright over there, but anyways, I tried to move the camera around, and this is the only way I could get it to work today. So anyway, I'm gonna wait a minute and see if anybody pops on and see if I can get this to show up on my iPad so I can see any comments there are. So just bear with me a second or two. All right, that seems to be going well. All right, so my name is Judy Menlove, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. So we are having a real heat wave today. It is quite muggy out there. So hubby went out to play some pool today, some billiards, and I'm down in the craft cave in the basement where it's quite chilly still because the basement's always chilly. And I went upstairs and the thermostat is now reading 78. So I'm thinking I should probably put the air on, but since I'm downstairs in the basement, I don't want to put the air on because then it'll be even colder down here. Anyways, I know when he comes home, he'll put the air on. But for now, it's not too bad down here. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, so it has been chilly here, very unseasonable, very cool, very wet. And then, out west, it's been very dry, and warm, and they've got all the fires, and oh my goodness, the weather is just absolutely crazy. Yeah, so anyways, all right, so I am going to turn the camera down and we will get started. Oh, no, I do have one thing I forgot. So for the month of June, we are having a special on sweets or sweet components. So until the end of the month, buy one sweet or sweet component and get another one at 50% off. So it's like a BOGO sale, right? Buy one, get one half off. And bear in mind now that if you can also buy portions, pieces from the suite. You don't have to buy the entire suite. But bear in mind that if you buy, say, the dies from a suite and you buy some embellishments, your 50% off will go on the cheapest product. So you'll be paying full price for the dies and getting 50% off on your embellishments. Okay, so you might want to have a look at that. You may want to place 3 or 4 orders instead of just placing one. That way you can manipulate the 50%. You'll have to play with it. I don't know how else to tell you. Like I said, I was going to order a bundle and some paper, but then I was only going to get the 50% off the paper. So I thought, well, I don't want to do that. And then I just, it is complicated and it was going to take too much time. And quite honestly, I have been waiting for, I believe it's called the pointed something punch. I feel like I've been waiting forever, months and months and months. So it finally came in and it's been sitting in my order for like 2 days because I just got the notification that it came back into stock and now it's already on low inventory. So I'm thinking, I want this punch desperately. I feel like I've been waiting forever for it. So all I did was I had 2 full suites on there and I thought, yeah, I'm just going to do that. So they paid full price for one suite and I got 50% off the other suite. I didn't break down any components. Some of it I didn't even want. There was one that came with ribbon. I didn't want the ribbon, but you know what? It was when I saw that punch was on low inventory, I thought, nope, my order's ready to go. I just hit the button and it's gone. So anyways, okay, so that's the suites, 50% off. And again, you can do if you want a bundle from one suite and a bundle from another suite, you'll pay full price for one bundle and 50% off on the other bundle. If you only want one bundle, you can split it up. So for example, you can put the dies in separately and then put the stamp set in separately and you'll get 50% off the stamp set. Okay, so as long as whatever you're going to buy is from a suite, it must be from a suite. Okay, and if you have any questions on this, let me know. put something in the comments and I'll try and explain it to you in a little more detail that you can understand. We can chat. All right. Hey, Rose, thanks for joining me today. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera down and hopefully... Now, I did get a new light. I've got this big honking light. So I don't know what kind of shadows I'm going to get. It just came yesterday and I love it. It's nice and bright because there's not much light down here in the craft cave. So now I have this great big bright light and I don't know how much shadows we're going to get. So we'll see. Let's turn the camera down and see what we got. See what we got. All right. Oh, the top of my phone is absolutely filthy. Okay, so it's bright and we get to see some of that. So maybe, let me see if I can just do something with this. Can I pull this forward a little bit? I have to wait a second for the iPad to catch up. And you can see that I moved that a little bit. Okay, you know what? Let's move it back this way. And then maybe that will work because that's still pretty bright. Okay, hang on. It's going back. You can see it going back. Okay. All right. I can see that it's moved. I can move this forward a little bit maybe. Or do I want this back? I'm kind of backwards today. Come on, iPad. Okay, we don't want to go that. We don't want to look at my jeans. Okay. All right. All right. Anyway, so today I'm going to be playing with a suite. So you can get, again, buy one suite and you can get 50% off of this one. All right. I still don't really like this, but I don't know what else I can do with it. Put that back further. Okay. So this is the Botanical Suite. And I'm just going to show you everything that it comes with, okay? So here is the stamp set. Now my camera's all crooked. What is going on today? What is going on here, eh? Are we better? I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, you know what? I had to pull this off and redo it because of my light. Okay, let's see if I can bring this down a little bit further here. Okay, I'm done. All right, so in this suite, you get a stamp set, textured notes. So you get this cute little woven thing, a couple of, ferny things, whatever the word is. You are seriously the best. Thank you. And a little note of appreciation. And then you get these 8 dies. All right. And I think you can see the dies are all textured. So they have this cute little design on the outside, which is quite nice. I love these, by the way. I love the dies. You get some 1/4-inch white ribbon. I just want to, this is how I keep my ribbon so it doesn't roll all over the place. I just fold it over, touch, and just clip it on. You get some neutral matte dots, okay, and the white, the black, the beige, and the pecan pie. You get a mini corrugated 3D embossing folder, okay. And we get some designer series paper. This is the Botanical Textures. So these are big, I don't know what the big leaves, I don't know what the word is, I can't find it. This is on the other side, very abstract. Okay, and then we have this one. And that's on the other side. And this one, these are all black and white. That's kind of neat. I just actually opened these today, so I haven't actually, and I just pulled one out. I didn't even look at them all. So, so I'm just kind of looking at them all now for the first time. Cool. And that one. And that's on the other side. Okay. So those are the black and white ones. And those are the Botanical Textures. And then we have the woven textures. Now, the woven texture, normally in the designer series paper, that Botanical Textures, there are 12 sheets and you get 2 sheets of 6 designs. But in the woven textiles, you get 3 each of 4 designs, okay? Which is not normal. Normally you get 2 each of 6 designs, but in this case, you're only getting 3 of 4 designs. So look at that. Isn't this cool? Woo! Okay. And then that's on the other side. I love this paper. And then there's that one. And that on the other side. Isn't this paper cool? It's so different. And then we have that one. And that one. And this one. And that one. I love this one too. Okay. So that is that. Put that down there out of the way. All right. And I think I can put all that over there for now because I've already pulled out the stamps I want. All right. So this is the card I made, and I'm going to try and duplicate this. So this was Early Espresso, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then that paper and a piece of white that was cut out with those dies and stamped, okay? So I'm going to recreate this one, but I'm going to do it, rather than Early Espresso, I'm going to do it in the pecan pie, okay? So let me just give this a good crease here with my bone folder. And then I have this, and this is just glued on. So let's glue that on, get that out of the way before I lose it, because you know what I'm like. If it doesn't take much to lose things that are on your desk. Oh, and this piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. That's really going to be the only difference is the actual card itself, card base. Okay. All right. So I have this piece here, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to ink that up in the pecan pie. Pull in my scrap piece of paper here because I'm going to stamp off. So I just want a little bit later. So I'm going to ink that up, and then I'm just going to stamp off like that. And then I'm just going to stamp it here. And then you can see how much later it is than if I had have done it full strength. Oh, hi, Jane. Oh, you're never late. Doesn't matter. Yep. Better late than never, right? And then I actually took the big, somebody needs to tell me what these are called. Well, I just call them ferns. I have no idea what they are. I actually stamped these in Secret C, which is one of our new in colors. So I'll ink that up. It's kind of a cross between navy and black. I don't really know what color it is. All right, so, whoops. It's going to kind of put that there like that. Yes, that looks nice. And I'm just going to take a cloth and wipe this off because I may use this again. Let's give it a quick wipe for now. And I'll bring in my stamp chamois thing and clean my stamp here. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to take some Granny Apple Green. Get rid of that. And we're going to ink up the smaller leafy fern thing. And we're just going to kind of move that up there like that. And then we're going to ink it again. And we're going to put some over this way. Like that. Ta-da! All right. And then I already cut one of these. So this was done with this little die here. Okay, the smallest one. And I'm using a little note of appreciation, and I'm going to stamp that in a secret C. So ink that up. Looks good. There we go. Close that up before I get it all over me. I'm just going to glue this on. No dimensionals, no nothing. But I thought I would show you one of the suites today because, I'm going to put that over a little bit. Because this deal, I mean, it's a good deal, 50% off a suite. Because our suites are, you know, roughly $100. So, give or take a little bit, right? Okay, and then we're just going to pop that up with dimensionals. So I'll just grab a couple of those. One there, and one, you know, I got to put one in the middle because that's what I do. And I have no thumbnail to pull these off because I broke it. There we go. And then we'll just put that out there like that. Is it straight? It's not bad. All right, and my embellishments are over here. And we'll put some pecan pie on. So I think I'll just put one down here. And I'm just going to put a couple of small ones up here. Like that. Okay. Let me just wipe these off before I forget. Because like I said, I'm going to reuse them. Here it is. Sometimes you lose your head if it's not attached, right? Okay. And we'll wipe these ones off. All right. We're ready to roll now. All right. So let's move my scrap out of the way here and these. And then I'll just put these two side by side for a minute. Wondered why that wasn't laying flat. So the only difference basically is the card itself. One is pecan pie and one is early espresso. So I don't really know which one I like better, to be honest with you. Hold them up a little bit. Anyways, okay. So early espresso and pecan pie. So that is that one. This one was done in all blacks and whites and grays. So this was a piece of the designer series paper. And from the Botanical Textures, the black and white paper. And then this was a piece of black paper that I put through the mini corrugated embossing folder. And then I just cut out a piece of white with one of those dies and stamped it in gray granite and black and did that. So I'm going to duplicate that one, kind of, but I'm going to do it, I don't know, I'm going to try something different that, that may or may not work. So I've got a piece of azure blue. I don't know if it's azure or azure, A-Z-U-R-E, so whatever. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored a 4 1/4. Put that to one side for a minute. I want to get rid of that. And I'm going to bring in my scrap. And I'm going to bring in some Azure Afternoon. Actually, I may have called that Azure Blue, but it's actually called Azure Afternoon. And I'm going to color this with my, with this guy. What's this called? Not a sponge dauber, a blending brush. That's the word I'm looking for, blending brush. All right, I'm just going to start off here. I'm just going to give it a bit of color. This might take me a couple of minutes. I was just going to do this ahead of time, but then I thought maybe some of you won't really know how to do this. So I thought, well, I'll just wait and do it live. And then you'll know. So you can put as much on or as little on as you want. It's up to you. I do like to just start originally off the paper so that if there's any like blotchy blobs or anything, it will go on here rather than on my piece of paper here, on my designer series paper. So just keep rubbing that on. So for those of you that don't know, because you know I used to go live from the cottage, we have sold the cottage. So they take possession Tuesday. So we were up on the weekend packing everything up that we wanted to bring home. And it was kind of sad. We've had it for 27 years. And but it was just getting, it was just getting too much between the house and the cottage, and we're not getting any younger. So anyway, so we decided now was the time to sell it. So it was a sad day, but anyways, it's done. So all right, so that's what that looks like. And then I've got this one I cut out as well, and I'm just going to give that a bit of a blue as well. Not too much, just so it will kind of blend in a little bit. Of course, I'm hoping this is going to work. It may not. It may look blah. So we'll see. I'm sure you'll tell me if it looks blah. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know anything about the people that bought the cottage. I don't know if they have, kids, or I know nothing. So we may go up on Sunday just for, just to spend a couple of hours sitting on the dock or whatever. Yeah, so on the weekend, it was so cold here. It was miserable, and we never even saw the sun. So we didn't really even get a chance to sit on the dock and, kind of like say goodbye. So it was a little depressing, but on the other hand, maybe that was better, because it wasn't sunny and it wasn't a beautiful day, and we weren't going, oh, wish we hadn't done this. So, okay. That is more than enough. Okay. Get rid of that. And so now I'm going to take my Azure Afternoon and this big ferny leafy thing, whatever it's called. Ink that up. And I'll bring my mat back. Actually, I don't need this anymore. I don't think. We'll see. And just kind of put this right in the middle. Like that. Okay. Close that up. And then I've got some blueberry bushel. And we're going to take this little one, ink this up in the blueberry bushel. Yeah, we'll just put that kind of You can see that this stamp is kind of different. It has light spots and dark spots on it. So it's not that the ink didn't come through or I didn't ink it up enough. That's just kind of the way it is. So this is kind of nice. And I'll put that one up there like that. All right. Oh, I still need this. So I'm going to take there is somewhere, hold on. I know where, oh, here. I'm using this little happy birthday here from the Attention Shoppers. The stamp set is on the last chance list. So if you want this, you should get it soon because it'll be gone. Anyways, I needed a small happy birthday and that one did the job nicely. So, and I've got another one of these little labels I cut out and I'm going to stamp happy birthday. Oh no, before I do that, wait. I wanted to give this a bit of blue also. So we'll just add, I probably have enough on the brush. I don't even need any more. There we go. That's good. All right, get that out of the way. Bring my mat back in. Okay. Now, where's my stamp? Here we go. All right. I'm inking that up in Blueberry Bushel. Okay. Now we'll stamp that there like that. Ta-da! I got ink all over me there. Just want a little bit more blue right here. There. Okay. Now let's put it together and see what we have and if we like it. Okay. So I'm going to glue this on. Like so. I tried this with the black, kind of, and it looked nice with the black, but then it didn't look nice, so I thought I would try the Azure Afternoon. I don't know. The corrugated piece is 3 by 4 1/4. Okay. And I'm just going to glue that on. No, wait, I forgot to do something. I wanted to cut 1/4 of an inch off of here. Now, how am I going to do that with the glue on there? How am I going to do that? Okay, well, I'm just going to do that. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Get over there. All right. Down there. And I want 1/4 of an inch off of there. So, there we go. And then hopefully I can still pull that off. Look at that. Woohoo! Yay me. All right, let me get rid of this. So even though it started at 3 by 4 1/4, it ended up to be 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 because I wanted that 1/4 of an inch cut off. And you will see why momentarily. Okay. Now we're just going to kind of put that there. It looks pretty straight. Okay. And then I'm going to take this piece here and I'm just going to glue it on here. So what I'm going to do is going to put some glue along here. That actually might be too much. My scrap piece here. I'll just tap some of the glue off. And then I'll just put it about there. That looks straight. Yep. And then I'm just going to trim the end off here. You can trim the end off beforehand if you like, if that's easier for you. I actually just found this just as easy. All right, and then I'm going to pop this up with my dimensionals that I can't find now, but I know are right in front of me. Here they are. Okay. And then I'm still going to have to find some sort of embellishments that will go with this. Because I don't know that the white ones will go. I don't think they will. All right, so let's pull the backs off of here. And we're just gonna put that there like that. And then we'll pop this up right there with a couple more dimensionals. My thumbnail broken. Honestly, I can't do anything now. All right. There we go. Now, let's see what we have in dimensionals. I have got a whole bunch here. So, what do we have? Do we have anything in... there might be something in the dark blue, maybe. If not, I can use that. There's pearls. No. Purples. Nope. Oh, come on. No blues? Are you kidding me? I like those, but I don't really think they go. I have no blues. Are you kidding? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, eh, guys? Oh, wait. These are Night of Navy, but they might go. Actually, these have been discontinued, so let me stick them back in there. I could use those. All right. Let's see what we got then. I could actually color these. These look kind of pretty, though. Let's see what these will look like. What do you think? We'll do a small one and a big one and a big one down here like that. So these were the iridescent faceted gems, okay? Get rid of this. This has got glue on it. Oh, I don't want to put anything on it. Okay. All right. So get rid of all of this. There's that one, and there's the one in the black. I have to admit, the black, I like the black. It's very striking. So what do you guys think? Do you like, this is just different. I like this, but I do prefer this one. Okay, so there's those two, and then there's those two. Okay, so anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know which one you like better. Do you like the black and white or the Azure Afternoon one? I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Okay, well, you guys have a good, I'm done, so have a good week. Remember, up until the end of the month, the 50% off the suite or suite components. So you might want to do that. I have a feeling some of the stuff may go fast, so you might not want to wait too long before you place your order. Okay, that's it. You guys have a wonderful week, and we will see you back here next Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do appreciate it, and we'll talk soon. All right. Bye-bye now.